So I know Gerard Butler from 300. For tonight we dine in hell, and this is Sparta! And I am running out of epic things to say. Go my 300! Let's run! Things like that. But I also know him from Law Abiding Citizen. Fast paced, gripping, and provocative. Clyde Shelton, played by Butler, is an upstanding family man whose wife and daughter were brutally murdered during a home investigation. When the Krillers are caught, Nick Rice, Jamie Foxx, a hotshot young Philly prosecutor, is assigned to the case. Against his will, Nick is forced to offer one of the suspects a light sentence in exchange for testifying against his accomplice. Fast forward 10 years, the man who got away with murder is found dead, and Clyde Shelton coolly admits his guilt. Then, the issues are wanting to Nick. Either fix the flawed justice system or keep players in this trial will fry. Soon, Shelton follows through on his threats, orchestrating from his jail cell a string of spectacularly diabolical assassinations neither can be predicted nor perceived. Nick finds himself in a desperate race against time, facing a deadly adversary always seems to be one step ahead. I consider this movie to be a guilty pleasure movie. There's plot holes, there's parts that just make you wonder, how is he able to make all this happen? So obviously it's how far one will take revenge, it's how far who is in the right and the wrong in the justice system, like what's the corruption, what's the malfeasance and everything else. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what's going on. I like the question that is being asked, and how far is he willing to go? So, obviously, Jamie Foxx, real name Eric something I forgot, and Butler's like we get their dual personalities, I guess you could say, and it's what I liked for most of it is that the tension is ratcheting. At first, it's like, okay, obviously in the beginning when there's this guy who's pretty much just getting one of the Krillers in the beginning, for like first 20-30 minutes, gets truly the same thing happen to him. I'm like, yeah, it's just going to escalate from there, from the personal to the absolute intense moments. I'm thinking, what is going on here? So, yeah, it's the escalation. It's the escalation of what Nick is doing to try, and what Rice is doing to try and get certain things happen. So I'm like, alright, so he's dealing with his home life with his daughter. He's trying to find a balance between the work life and his daughter, trying to go to cello recitals, of all things. And his wife is admonishing him, saying, you're not spending enough time, we'll watch on the videotape. And he's willing to go to whatever lengths to find something. All the meanwhile, Clyde wants punctuality, saying, hey, I want my food at 1 o'clock unless something else will happen. His iPod and a steak meal at 1 p.m. I'm like, why don't you get a bottle of booze as well? So, yeah, it's definitely a fast-paced movie because things just keep escalating, I was watching the clock and I'm like, alright, so he gets captured. What's going to happen? And I'm thinking, okay, so Clyde has abandoned buildings where, certain transactions and stuff happened. He was a very smart man, and he's staying one step ahead of everything. And I'm thinking, alright, so yeah, obviously all this is happening, and then, he seems like, okay, so there's an accomplice that's going on, where, some of the more intense stuff happens, like sniping and things like that. I'm thinking, what's going to happen? And meanwhile, our hero is incarcerated, and I'm thinking, okay, he's got one of his buddies or whatever that happens here. But then it's revealed he's been doing this all along, and he's been escaping. I'm like, what? So, I don't know. And then he gets into solitary confinement, digs himself out, and still commits all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's the ending? It's like, and then we get to the ending where he is planning. It's like he's got the city of Philadelphia in complete chaos. They even say, even give the goddamn meter maids a shotgun if need be. That was funny. You just imagine like a meter maid, just like a maid with a shotgun. I don't know. That'd just be funny to me. And then, this funny thing is going to happen. Lo and behold, Rice and an accomplice and one of his co-workers, Jonas, they managed to break something underneath Clyde's bed. And this funny thing that he was finally going to make City Hall have its consequences. Nope. We get the most deflated ending probably since Glass that I've ever seen. It is a lousy ending where Rice manages to eliminate Shelton because they keep on bringing in like the family motif. I'm just thinking, what the heck is this? So it was a little wet fart or turd of an ending. Unfortunately, that ruined what was a dang good movie. In the beginning, great music, and the stakes keep on going up and up and up, and I'm like, yes, I want to see this. All the meanwhile, the cat and mouse game is going on. And heck, I'll even give credit to like the judge for being no nonsense, of course, but just, I don't know, just that ending just ruined the heck out of me. Because it's like for the first, I don't know, hour or so, the cinematography is great with the abandoned building, the courtroom, the house that he's in, house that Rice is in. I mean, it all looks dingy and sharp to give Philadelphia kind of like menace to it for this movie, not the actual city, but how it's portrayed in here, to see that this is a man who's willing to go so far. It's like the decline of fatherhood, or what it means to be a good person, because he is a law-abiding citizen, but when he still wants to try and he wants to exact revenge, like how far he's willing to go, until everything just goes. So yeah, unfortunately, that ruined it for me. $58 million as the budget, and then it made $152 million at the box office, and I can see why people liked it. I would say if you can just create your own ending where there's a big old boom or whatever at the end, it probably would have been a whole heck of a lot better. But just watch the first, the first 90 minutes, you'll get enjoyment from it, then just turn it off. So yeah, law-abiding citizen, guilty pleasure.